Every single basketball player has played out the scenario of the clock running down before launching a game-winning shot attempt. Chasedown blocks, alley-oops and ankle breakers are exciting, but nothing gets fans out of their seats more than seeing a game decided as time expires. Throughout the 2017-18 season, a total of 11 match-winning buzzer beaters occurred, with LeBron James accounting for 3 of them. While they were all exhilarating, just which one comes out on top and reigns supreme? 11. Blake Griffin vs Portland Trail Blazers, 104-103, and 26-17. Not a notorious knockdown three-point shooter, Blake Griffin got the better of the Blazers after dribbling his way around the three-point arc before a Patrick Beverley screen freed him up. The pump fake may not have been required, but it didn't stop Griffin from hitting the game-winning shot. 10. Gerald Green v Phoenix Suns, 104-103, and 33-18. With every Phoenix Suns player keeping an eye on James Harden, Trevor Ariza found Gerald Green in the near corner, and despite a late closeout, his shot found the bottom of the net. The shot gave the Rockets the win in what was only their second lead of the entire game. 9. Al Horford v Portland Trail Blazers, 97-96, 4-18. Horford had led the Celtics throughout the back and forth contest against the Blazers, so it was only right the ball ended up in his hands with his team down 1. With Al-Farouq Aminu closely guarding him, Horford pulled out the fadeaway after a spin into the lane and watched as his shot rattled home to give the Celtics the victory. 8. Russell Westbrook v Sacramento Kings, 110-107, and 22 seconds 18. The Thunder finally got one back in what was a perfectly drawn-up play off of the inbounds pass. Carmelo Anthony found Westbrook, who quickly sprung into his shoot over Garrett Temple. Westbrook was still regaining his composure in the air, but still managed to drill home the shot and sink the hearts of Sacramento. 7. Eric Gordon vs Philadelphia 76ers, 105-104, and 25-17. They say the most dangerous man off of an inbounds play is the player inbounding the ball, and that philosophy rang true when Eric Gordon stunned the 76ers with his 3 at the buzzer to hand the Rockets the win. A dish from James Harden cleared space for Gordon, who pump-faked Joel Embiid before stepping to his right and knocking down the remarkable shot. 6. LeBron James the 5th Indiana Pacers, 98-95, and 25-18. With the first-round playoff series tied at 2-2, LeBron James delivered a masterclass against the Indiana Pacers and ended the game with the ultimate cherry on top. James dribbled to his left before pulling up from beyond the arc and dropping a clean three-pointer to give him 44 points on the night. 5. Gary Harris v Oklahoma City Thunder, 125-124, 2-18. For the second time, the Thunder found themselves on the receiving end of a buzzer beater. This time it came after Paul George had tied up the game with a step-back 3 that left only 1. 4 seconds on the clock. That was enough time for Nikola Jokic to rifle a cross-court pass to an open Gary Harris, who drained the shot over the outstretched hand of Russell Westbrook. Point 4. Andrew Wiggins vs Oklahoma City Thunder, 115-113, and 22-17. Carmelo Anthony looked to have sealed the result when he drilled a three-pointer and left 4. 9 seconds on the clock. With no timeouts remaining, the Wolves inbounded the ball to Wiggins, who quickly ran up the floor before stopping on a dime just after the Thunder logo and banking home the game winner. Prior to the shot, Wiggins had gone 1/6 from beyond the arc, but none of that mattered as the team exploded into celebration. 3. LeBron James, the fifth Minnesota Timberwolves, 140-138, 7-18. This remarkable buzzer beater came in three epic parts. First was James' huge block on Jimmy Butler's game-winning attempt. The second part is Jeff Green's perfect three-quarter court pass, which was on the money to LeBron. Lastly was the shot itself. Wrestling with Butler for position, James muscled enough space to make the catch before spinning and fading away to nail the dagger in overtime. 2. Harrison Barnes v Memphis Grizzlies, 95-94 and 22-11-17. Luck can play a huge role in buzzer beaters, and Harrison Barnes found it out. With only 0.5 seconds on the clock, Barnes could only grab the ball and heave it up in desperation. That's all that was needed, however, as his shot banked home and handed the Mavericks the W. A long review ensued, and despite it being incredibly close, the ball had just marginally left his fingertips. 1. LeBron James, the fifth Toronto Raptors, 105-103, 5-5-18. The Cavaliers held the 2-0 advantage over the Raptors, and with scores tied at 103 and only 8 seconds remaining, the ball was always going to end up in the hands of LeBron James. With no timeouts remaining, Kevin Love inbounded the ball to James, who dribbled up the floor before driving to his left, before leaping off of his left leg while fading away and hitting the utterly ridiculous floating bank shot. Adding insult to injury for the Raptors was the shot took place directly in front of their bench.